open eye meditation versus closed eye meditation. There is a big difference between the two. So this, they're both presence. But the difference is when we talk about presence, our attention can go to two places. You guys remember that? Our attention can go to the outside world, which is right in front of you right now at this moment, or our attention can go into the body, into what's happening here at the present moment inside our body, the feeling sensation. Both of them are present because both of them exist right now. The moment that our attention goes into our mind, into the future or in the past, which all exist in the mind. Even if I think about this phone, just right now that I think about this phone, now I am a couple seconds in the past when I think about this phone. Something just ringed and I take a look at what just happened. I think about this message that just came in a second ago. I'm now a second in the past. Every time when we think, we are in the past or we are thinking about something in the future. So the only time that we're present is when our attention is here and what's going on in front of us, or our attention is here inside the body, seeing what's going on inside here. Both is presence. Most of the time when we meditate, our eyes is closed and therefore allows our attention to dive into the body. Very, very helpful. We do that because we're constantly focusing on feeling the body and connecting to the emotions that we didn't want to experience, that we either don't want to experience right now and before, and constantly diving into those emotions and feeling them, allowing them to rise and be gone. So we spend so much time taking our attention, bringing it into the body. But presence can also happen on the outside. And so today's practice was all about putting presence on the outside. So naturally, we will feel things on the inside because we're in these uncomfortable positions. But because our eyes is open, naturally, our presence is directed on the outside, more so than when we have our eyes closed. So they're equally important. The next thing I want to talk about is, why do we want to have our presence on the outside? What's the difference? When to put it on the outside, when to put it on the inside? They're both presence. When we put it on the outside is when we are creating, when we're taking action. When we put it on the inside is when we are connecting to ourselves. The outside is masculine, it's creation power, it's yang energy. The inside is feminine, it's nurturing, it's yin energy. One is not better than the other. They both have dual purposes. What happens when we put everything on the outside? Right? We can say, number one, we lack the connection to ourselves. So we've become a creating machine. But who's behind the wheel creating? Don't know. We're not connected. You see? So this is what happens when people are too much of presence on the outside. They're constantly creating, but they're not connected to themselves. So what are they creating? Well, they're not taking care of checking in to see whether or not what they're creating is right. They're just creating. Now, vice versa. What happens when they put all of their attention on the inside? They're constantly feeling their experience of their life only on the inside of their body. They're not creating, they're just constantly experiencing the reality. Their reality becomes more of internal than external. Their reality is more on the inside now. They're constantly going, how do I feel? How do I feel in this situation? How do I feel with this person? How do I feel with this event? How do I feel? Everything is just experiencing from the inside. Their experience is more on the inside now. When we put our attention on the outside, our experience is more on the outside. So you see how both of them are needed, but yet both of them in isolation is not good. Someone goes, hey man, I really care about you. I really care about you and I'm here for you. If you ever need anything, I'm here to help you. That's on the outside. But now if a person is fully just inside and they're experiencing what's happening on the inside, and they're not taking the things that's happening on the outside, you got a person that's genuine that goes, I'm here to support you. I love you. I'm here for you. But on the inside, if this person is connected to pain, if they're connected to old emotions, fear, then they will experience this situation as non-trustworthy, as scary, as still need to have my defense up. Why? Because they're just feeling on the inside, and maybe right now on the inside, they don't feel good. So they cannot perceive this whole event that's happening. The event that's happening is a person is in front of them telling them, I'm here to support you, I love you, and I'm here for you. But the way that the person is receiving this is, right now, this feels really, really uncomfortable. I don't trust this person. I need to be in defense. I need to hide away back into my home or my cave where I feel safe. I don't feel safe right now. And they feel like that, not because of what's happening on the outside, because they are feeling that fearful emotion on the inside, because they carry so much on the inside. That's the problem if we connect only to the inside. We stop being aware about what's happening on the outside. And our experience is only on the inside. Does that make sense? This is what happens to a lot of people that are empathic. That's the downside to being empathic. You can fully feel so much, but your reality is now so conditioned on what's happening only on the inside that you stop experiencing what is. What is a combination of inside and outside. But if you don't have presence on the outside because all of your attention is on the inside, then what is happening for you is more determined on the inside than the outside. Somebody can go, I love you, I'm here for you. You go, I don't trust you. I don't trust whatever's going on. I need to protect myself. Somebody can go, wow, congratulations, you're doing such a great job. Man, you're doing great work. And on the inside, if someone still feels they connected to the emotion, they go, no, I don't believe in what they're saying. That's not really happening. I'm doing a bad job. I remember all these bad things that I did. And so they're not experiencing what is, and then vice versa. Somebody is fully focusing on the outside. They're just going, they're going. They're like, yes, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do all of this. And I'm going to keep going. But their body's energy is deteriorating. They're feeling pain. They're feeling pressure, but they don't experience these things because their attention is not in their body. Their attention's on the outside. So what happens? They keep going. They keep saying yes when it should be no. They keep going on the outside until their body checks out. How does it check out? It gets sick. That's how it checks out. It stops functioning. And suddenly they are forced to take their attention and to put it on the inside. So this happens very common, except what actually happens is that somebody's attention is not actually just on the outside. Most likely what happens is somebody's attention is actually in their mind, which is not so much on the outside and is not on the inside. It's somewhere else. It's in their mind. So most of the time what happens is people go from mind to outside to mind to outside, mind to outside. So what happens is I create, I do action, and then we go into my head to project into the future, project into the past, figure out what I need to create, come out here, create, and then we go back in my head, plan, analyze, compare, out here, create. This is the norm that a lot of people function in. problem with this is they lack to understand what's happening on the inside, and they don't make decisions based on what is happening to them, the way they feel, whether or not what they're doing is even correct. So now what we need to do is we need to have a balance, right? That's where the balance comes in. And the balance is not constant. It's not 60% out here, 40% here, or 70-30 or 80-20. It's constantly changing. Sometimes we go 80 out here and 90 out here, 100 out here for a short period, and then we come back and then we spend more time in here, and then we split. So it's constantly a juggle, constantly changing. But our ability to do that, again, has to do with our ability to direct our attention. How well can we direct our attention? So this is why we practice today. This practice today, direct our attention on the outside. Usually, direct our attention on the inside. But ultimately, we want to have control over both outside and inside. And we are in charge. And whenever we have a decision that we aren't too sure of, our attention on the outside, we don't know if this decision is right. Let's put some attention on the inside. Let's see how I'm feeling. Wow, I'm actually feeling unsure on the inside, kind of weak, kind of awkward. There's a sense of almost like an anxiety. Why is this here? Okay, I don't know exactly what the right decision is out here, but on the inside, it doesn't feel good. Okay, let me go ahead and get to a good place. Let me not say yes to this. Let me get into a good place where I feel good on the inside, and then I can come on the outside again and see if I can make this decision again, having a balance. Feeling good here, connected, looking on the outside to make the best decision, you know?